Alright, what's up console creatures? EMG Smash Central here with Andrew at the post-E3 Nintendo Media event. We're playing some Yoshi's World. What is your favorite thing about this game, first off?
Well, just look at it. It's one of the most beautiful games I've ever had a chance to play. I mean, every single part of this game looks like it's made by hand. You can imagine that people have just animated it. They've knitted every bit. It's just beautiful yarn. Just such a gorgeous looking game.
Now,
and it's fun.
Yoshi has two different yarn balls there, two different sizes. What's the difference there, and what do they do?
It's all about power. So the larger one is a more powerful one. So if you need to take out larger enemies, then the larger yarn ball is the one to go for.
Okay. And there's also a bunch of Amiibos that have been out with this game for a while now too. What do they do in the game?
I can show you if you want.
Oh my goodness.
We'll have to come back to that, but I do have the key to the Amiibo closet.
Okay, we'll get back into that.
So what you've got the Yarn Yoshi Amiibo, which I'm sure you've seen. If not, I'll show it you. And what that does is you tap it in and that gives you a double Yoshi.
Okay.
So he will follow you around and you can use him, you can swallow him and then gobble him out and spit him across, and it becomes part of the puzzle. And then there's lots of other Amiibos like the Mario, the Inklings girl from Splatoon, that when you tap them in, Yoshi takes on their appearance. So my favorite one there is Bowser. When you've got like a Bowser Yoshi, just has this beautiful little red mouth, looks kind of like lipstick, it looks great.
And all those characters that Yoshi takes on, they're all made out of yarn as well?
Oh yeah, everything's made out of yarn.
So you can, the Amiibos you're talking about, like Bowser and the Splatoon girl, you can also use like all the Smash Brothers Amiibos with this game?
We've not announced all of them yet, but there's a lot of the Smash Brothers ones that'll be used, yeah. Wow. So, oh yeah, if you've got Amiibo, this is the perfect game to try them all out. And
so unless it's the Yarn Yoshi Amiibo, all it really has is an aesthetic upgrade?
Yeah, it's a way to give the game like a cool look about it. And it's fun, particularly when you're playing the game in two-player, because you can both be different ones. It's really fun.
Do you get two different colored Yoshis in multiplayer, or is it a different character?
It depends which Amiibo you use.
Oh, okay, cool. So if you're playing multiplayer, do you have to be using an Amiibo?
No, we could pick up another controller and play it now.
That's awesome.
Because one of the great things about playing, it's how you want to play it. You can be cooperative. So you and I could help each other, but also you could be less cooperative, shall we say. So I could, swallow you and then just spit you over the edge.
So,
it's...
Is it all in the same mode? You can choose how you want to play it?
Yeah, so there's two very significant modes to this. There's the normal mode and then there's what's called Mellow Mode.
Okay.
Mellow Mode is, as it sounds, if you want to have a more peaceful experience, it makes it a little bit more easier. So a great example for that is I've got a 3-year-old boy, and when I'm going to be playing this at home with him, I'll probably use Mellow Mode because it's more forgiving. Yoshi it's a beautiful, it's a fun game, but it's also, it's a good, challenging game. So it's a game that kids can pick up, and it's a game that adults can pick up. There's a lot to this for a lot of different gamers.
Okay. And I've noticed at some points, like, how do you get the big yarn balls? Sometimes it's small yarn balls, sometimes it's big yarn balls. Can you craft them somehow?
Well, maybe we can have a look at that.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll watch and see how she gets the yarn ball.
Those are just health, I presume?
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I say, the game it's one of the tougher games. So you need to make sure you've got lots of health. One of the things I really like as well is that there's no time limit on this game.
Right.
So you're free to explore. And believe me, there is a lot of hidden stuff in the game. So it's not a game that you're going to, speedrunners will enjoy it, but then you can come back and you can explore it and you can find cool things, lots of hidden things.
I've noticed when Yoshi swallows a Shy Guy, that's how he gets the smaller yarn balls. And so I'm assuming the bigger enemies give you the bigger yarn balls.
That would make sense.
Okay. So if he swallows this, oh, never mind. If Yoshi swallows one of those piranha plants, is he going to get a big red yarn ball?
Well, if you look now, we're picking up the big yarn balls. So there's a lot there. And so Doreen's going to show us how we get it. So what we would do now is, this is a good example of if you've got two players, you'd be able to spit him up there, and that would help you unravel it, and then you drop down and you get to another secret point.
Yeah, Yoshi just by himself looks like he's having a lot of trouble getting up there.
Yeah, and that's why there's elements of this, you know, it makes it very cooperative. So you can help each other, or you can be a pain to each other.
Are there certain spots in the game that you can only get to if you have a partner?
No, it's a full, everything is achievable as a single player.
Okay.
So for people who kind of like to play on their own, if they just prefer gaming in solitude, they're not going to lose anything.
Okay, that's
but
perfect.
If they play with others, they'll definitely gain something. So it's kind of like a win-win.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I've noticed everything seems pretty docile so far. Are there like bosses or mini bosses to worry about at the end of levels?
Don't worry about it feeling easy. The way the demo works is there's 3 different demos for us to play. This is kind of very much an introductory demo.
Right.
If we get a chance later on, make sure you play the others much harder.
Okay.
So it's a really nice learning curve, but there's definitely going to be some payoff for the guys who like, you know, if you go back to all the original Yoshis, those games had a bit of an edge to them, and this is the same.
But it's a lot more textile, and you can almost feel the stages in a way.
Oh yeah, and I don't think I've seen a more beautiful game for quite some time, because, you know, what the developers did, they didn't want to go for kind of, you know, the ultra high res. They wanted to create a story through the wool and the yarn, and I think they've been so successful at doing that. You know, when everyone walked in here, it's the first game people looked at because it just stands out.
Yeah.
And I think this is a perfect example of what we're trying to do with with the games of Nintendo, that they're beautiful, they're great gameplay, they don't, you know, it's really successful. So what we'll do now, Doreen, do you want to show the harder level now? If we show the hardest level now.
Do you have faith in Doreen that she can accomplish it?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
There's a reason Doreen's playing and I'm not.
All right, so I have faith in Doreen too, I believe.
So yeah, this is, so you see here we've got classic mode or mellow mode. We're not going to let Doreen play mellow mode, we're going to do classic mode.
Okay, put her to the test.
Yeah, I have full confidence in her.
Are we gonna be expecting some sort of mini boss at the end of this level, since it's one of the harder ones?
I would hope so.
Oh wow, okay, I'm excited then.
And so you see we've got a very different appearance. This is one of those touches that I love, that we're looking at kind of it's his shadow because the light's shining on it. And the game is full of such beautiful touches like this. Like, you've got the Shy Guy skeletons there, and it's just, this is one of those games that it's hard to be quiet at. You know, I just can't stop being enthusiastic.
Yeah, the way that those yarn Shy Guys changed when it goes over the backdrop, that silhouette, it looks really, really cool.
And the game's full of such wonderful touches like this. It's, I mean, if you just look at the bottom there, look at how tattered that sheet is. And it's just, you know, it's those details which really make the game so so special.
Ooh. Now we're gonna
do it.
We're gonna see it again. Doreen's gonna pass by it again, but there was like a black thing of wool there.
Yeah.
What does that do?
So those you have to collect. Those are your family. You know, that's the point of it, is to fetch these, you know, rescue these guys. They've been kidnapped and turned into yarn. So throughout the world, there's going to be these yarn bundles that you have to rescue.
Okay.
But if you notice that one, it's a little tricky to get to because you only see the levels when it's in that shadow-like appearance.
Yeah, the platform only appears.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's trapped.
So what would happen there in mellow mode is he's got the ability to float longer.
Okay.
So you have that extra chance to kind of get back to the level.
That would make things.
It's great. Like you were going to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes things a lot easier.
Yeah. It's kind of if you want that Sunday afternoon gaming.
The Sunday drive.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to chill out and play myself some Yoshi.
Are the platform mechanics the same in mellow mode? Like they disappear and reappear?
The gameplay is tweaked a little bit. I've not had as much experience playing this, unfortunately, because I've not been able to. But yeah, it's very, it's like a fine-tuned. It's like playing a record slowly. It's all more peaceful. You're less likely to get frustrated and throw the controller this way.
Even the way the enemies explode seems peaceful. They just kind of like explode into little wisps of yarn.
Yeah, I mean, they probably don't even explode. There's probably some better phrase for.
Yeah, they just like pop or unravel.
They disperse.
Yeah.
Or they disappear and go somewhere happy.
Yeah, exactly.
They're dematerializing into a cool place.
They go to yarn heaven.
Yeah, exactly. So if Doreen goes up here, she could probably find some new space. So this is what we're talking about, the exploring mechanism. So there's all these jewels to pick up now, and the game is full of all these different areas to explore.
And what are the jewels used for? Is it in-game currency?
Yeah, it's points. Okay. So if you notice that we're at 10,600 points, so we got a ton more there. So, what we got here?
And she's also been collecting these stamps as well. What are those for?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
I've never got this far.
Well, it looks like Doreen is making some headway here.
And I think she was hustling us when she was saying she wasn't really good at
it. Okay, so we're just trying to get this last yarn. Oh my god, got him.
Go. So look, now you see we've rescued one of the guys. So you see you've got the 3 and there's certain numbers per level to rescue.
Okay.
So it goes in, there's a lot of this game which will appeal to the completionists. But there's lots that you can play, like for kids playing with families. But if you want to be that gamer who has to collect everything, this is one of those perfect games.
That's me right there. I'm one of those guys that'll replay a level 10 times until I get every last bit of stuff in there. So lots of replay value there if you like collecting those things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and so once you've finished it all in hard mode, normal mode, you can then do it all again in mellow mode.
Awesome. Yoshi's Woolly World looking really, really beautiful. And when can we expect this in our homes?
October 16th, this is out.
October 16th. And all the Amiibos, the Yoshi Amiibo, they're already out?
Yoshi Yarn Amiibo will be coming out the same day.
Okay.
There's a bundle which comes with the game and the green Woolly Amiibo. And then you'll be able to buy the blue and the pink one separately.
And are they going to be priced around the same as the Splatoon and Smash Amiibos?
They'll be similar. We've not announced the full price for those yet, though.